Okay. Hello, everyone. I just introduced myself briefly, and I will just talk about our program. So my name is Murat. I am co-founder of Magnimind Academy. I'm also a Stanford scientist and serial entrepreneur. My background is physics. I did particle physics, then biophysics and bioengineering, and I'm in Stanford School of Medicine, Neurology, and Radiology departments. And I'm doing different research. Most of my academics in particle physics, biophysics, I did a lot of data science. The particle physics is just fully data science. We're trying to find the rare events in particle world. And also in my biophysics, I did the imaging-based technologies and later imaging-based diagnostics. I did a lot of image-based computational studies and did a lot of computational and a lot of data science and a lot deep learning. Especially in Stanford, we've been doing AI healthcare projects, several of them, including looking at MRI images, looking at videos of patients in different conditions, histology images, X-ray. So it's a growing area in this field, and we've been working on that for a while. So this is my background, and I'm also running several startups, especially in biotech. And Magnimind Academy, we started this bootcamps years back with some of the colleagues from Stanford. We saw the needs in this area. Their bootcamps, they're good, but not as specialized as we are. So we want to give different angle and different emphasis on learning data science, and we started data science bootcamps. Over the time, we had started mentorship and full stack data science bootcamps. So we're giving several cohorts. And we gave some break on the mentorship bootcamp, and now we're restarting again with some new emphasis and with new strategy based on our previous and years of experience. And so I will talk about this, and I will just jump in the program. So I will share the link. Before that, our friends will share our LinkedIn page, meetup groups, and YouTube channels. We have a lot of free programs. We've been organizing meetup events for years. So we organize over 250 programs and meetups. There's lectures, workshops, and there are job-related events. And their YouTube channel, we recommend everyone actually to just use our YouTube channel. Good resource to understand the diverse domains of data science. And yep. If you have actually, during my program, if you have questions, please ask it through Q&A sessions. It is in the center below bottom panel of the Zoom. Because those, your question may get lost. So now I will share the screen and I will go over the program, new mentorship program we are generating. We are gonna launch in soon. So, okay, let me do it again sometimes. Screen one is this one. Okay, good. So in the data science roadmap, I've been giving this lecture multiple times. You can listen in our YouTube channel. Is more details about the data science roadmap. So what we usually expect data scientists starting from knowing a good algebra, linear algebra, math background, and probability and statistics. And that's what it starts with. So especially when we pick people from our full stack data science program. We expect that people are good with that too. Although we have a class in our full stack to give this extensively for data science, but we still expect the people to know that. Then you just pick any coding language. People usually choose Python and R, and getting some expertise in this program and start to work with data. And its next step will be being a data analytics, understanding the data. And there is a job specifically data analytics, and a lot of companies, even though they hire the job for data scientists, and they just go with data analytics. Most of the tasks are analytics, not the machine learning. The next step will be machine learning and deep learning. So gradually you're getting more expertise, and you can do data analytics. With the data, you can prepare models, predictions, and more. And you can do machine learning and deep learning. And there's domain expertise. We expect that people have already domain expertise, especially if you're coming from different background. So overall, this is really the path, direct path, to learning a language and have a good math stat background, and then gradually working with data and getting expertise in the modeling. And then domain expertise will be the plus. If you are coming from, let's say, some engineering background, some medical background, that your domain expertise will be big plus to get a job. And meantime, there is two special cases, image processing and NLP. These are the few of the top requested expertise in data science. If you know an NLP, if you know the image processing, you are ahead of other data science. You have a more chance to get job. So based on those needs and our previous experiences with people, and we have been giving full stack and data science. Full stack is teaching all this core Python, R, machine learning. This is something else. So we had a class instruction-based, class-based training, instruction-based training. But a lot of people have already learned machine learning, Python. They have already knowledge. We expect that probably most of you have such background as well. And then we provide mentorship and project-based training, but most people need it. And we get requests from even other bootcamp graduates, not only ours. They want to involve in a real project. Because when you go to the job market, especially nowadays, it's getting tighter with the layoff in the industry. Companies are requesting, sorry, let's just check. Okay, sorry. Okay. Companies are requesting, they are really needing to see if you have worked on the projects before, if you have an experience before. It's really a chicken and egg problem. So they just want you to have a background and some project experience to give you the job. But to get the job, to have this experience, you need to have a job. It just is a big dilemma, and that's the problem happens. So that's why we redesigned this mentorship program in a way that we emphasize on solely on the real job experience. Okay. So that's why we have a limited space. We accept limited people because we have limited projects that we are doing with our affiliate companies. And these projects are unique projects that when you go talk to people, recruiters, that will be unique. They won't find those things, I mean, same ones in other candidates. And plus, you will be really having difficulties working on projects, and those difficulties make you learn the system, how you can do the full pipeline project. So this is the core of our current program, project-based, as I mentioned here. Build your portfolio with a real project. That is our main emphasis, okay? And then we do affiliation, and you get, while you work on project, if you do well, you can also have a good chance to get a good recommendation letter, reference letter from people that you work with, companies you work with. And then we'll assign mentors. So you will have project, you work with the project leads, and then you will have mentors helping you develop your portfolio. And then meantime, we'll give other support, practice interviews, job search support, and resume profile review. So we'll give all this additional non-technical support because a lot of people are fail in non-technical skills. So we give strong support in there as in all our regular bootcamps. And so what I will show you, this is the how general it will look. So we have first 6 weeks prep part for the real project. First 6 weeks, you're gonna work in small projects to get ready for real project. First 2 weeks, it will go with, you'll learn different modules, like as we listed modules here. So you're gonna have all mentor guided machine learning projects first 2 weeks, and then natural language processing projects, and then deep learning projects. So first 6 weeks will be those 3, and each one you will have, total you will have 5, 6 small projects you will do. Then remaining comes with 7th week till the rest. You will work on a real project by yourself with the project lead. And you will still get the support from previous mentors. So each actual module will be given by different mentor, but the actual project, you will have a project lead and you'll work on a project, develop something new that no one has developed. And hopefully you'll produce something. And then what you produce, you can also present to every, to every job application. And that is this core of the program, and I will show this highlights. Projects, practice interviews, and then career coaching, interview, Q&A session, and resume support. And those are the sub-cores of the project, machine learning, NLP, and deep learning. When we actually talk about deep learning above for image-based projects, so a lot of deep learning projects are image-based. And most companies, when they say they are AI companies, they have a lot of deep learning projects. This is how it will be 15 weeks. We expect people from 15, 20 hours per week effort, including the mentor's time. And we have a full accessible recordings available for, like, you will have mentor time and you'll have access to recordings are our specific specialty classes. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, the question I should mention that those 9 weeks of education, this one real project, it is actually an internship, okay? When you do the real project, you'll work on a real project with the real company as an internship. And you overall, and all that, we expect 15, 20 hours. And most of our previous students they were part-time. You can do that part-time. Especially a lot of people who come to us from mentorship, they have already jobs, okay? But not in data science. And Actually, we have an option to extend the project. If you do well, if the mentors and companies are okay, you can extend that project as well to complete it. Because again, since it's real project, we estimated that, so you're gonna finish it in 9 weeks, but it can go beyond that. It's okay, because you're working something new. Everyone wants you to finish it, okay? And it can go more than that. And so I'm actually answering in the meantime, the questions comes. And also, I mean, we have different flexible payment options now. Since, and we have on-demand office hours, which you will have several mentors. This is the coolness about this one. We provide you access to several mentors because you'll get to meet with mentors in each module here. You will have always to access those mentors while you're also doing main project. And different payment options, we have 6K upfront. So actually I explain here more. And monthly installments, 1K for 8 months, 8K, and we have deferred tuition agreement, which is a different conditions. And this deferred tuition agreement only applicable in US. Yep. Because we have those candidates from all over. And this is really a quick overview of the program. As you see here, each module, we not only have a technical modules, we'll have also non-technical modules. We'll get to meet people for practice interviews. We go over the questions for interviews. That's different section than practice interviews. And we connect you with the recruiters. Yeah, that's the general overview. And please let me know if you have any questions. Let me see if our team has also some questions. Yep, let me see, there is a question. So this, when does it begin? We are beginning in mid of this month. And since it's a mentorship, we are flexible with the timing when it can, when the sessions will be. It will be based on you and mentor's time. So we have actually different areas, the project areas. Some of the projects, I should say that we are working with some companies, they do AI robots. And then you will work with the building AI robots module. So some of them sound analysis, some of them video analysis for people, patients. And then some other thing, some other one, you will do, you will get the patient's data, analyze, develop models to help the doctors. So in other project, you will do financial projects, you will do predictions on stock market, developing AI and machine learning models. And there is social media analytics projects that you will develop, for example, Amazon reviews kind of model from social media, doing sentiment analysis on products. These are the few examples of projects that you will be able to do. But based on our interviews, we understand your interest areas. Okay, this is the key. We want you to enjoy it and work on the domain you like. I will match you with the mentors and project according to that. So, and yeah, for anyone who's interested in understanding your background, before even you apply, we can just set up 10-15 minutes interviews, short talk calls to understand if you're a good match. There's something in here we need you to have a good background. It doesn't have to be perfect, good background on Python, data science, this is really good for people who studied, but they cannot really land job easily, don't have an experience. This is really great for that background people. Yep. I just mentioned the prerequisite is having a good background. If you have studied data science and machine learning and Python, this is good for you. So this program is targeting you to become a data scientist. And in terms of someone asked about the salary. So data scientist salary depends on what degree you have, may start from 150 to 180 range. If you have PhD, which we have several of our students have PhD, they put the higher starting date. But if you have other experience, if you combine your domain with the machine learning, let's say in healthcare space, you may get much higher salaries. So again, data science in general, in any field, you can put 20 to 30K compared to many other jobs, which is we have in our website some statistics says that data science jobs actually have 27K more in average than in other jobs. So another question is coming. I have master's in AI. This course will be perfect for me. However, I live in UK. We can still look for options in payment for UK. But currently we don't have plan for income share agreement in UK, but we can discuss with our partners if there is such opportunities in UK. There is a question, will we be as junior data scientists or more close to associate in terms of experience? Is really a good question for the Vasily's question. So technically what we are doing here, what we are trying to give here is you being a unicorn data scientist, okay? There's a term in Silicon Valley. Unicorn data scientist means you get to do everything needed in terms of data science in a company. A lot of startups are wanting to hire that. Like if they have any data, want to do different good data analytics, they want you. If you have they have image-based data, they need you to build some image-based deep learning models. Even they want you to play with some data engineer. They want you to build the systems for it. So our goal in here to just, grow unicorn data scientists. That is, in essence, we are targeting that. For that, it should be above junior level data scientists, okay? That's what our training is designed for. However, if you haven't had a job, you can also apply. You be strong candidate for junior data science projects. So something I should emphasize. I don't know what you are joining from, and we know the general perspective in Silicon Valley, which is there is no one way unique data science position. It's not like a software engineering here. Software engineering has been very structured, and their interviews are very structured. For the data science, even you go to very established companies, they have very unusual way of interviewing. Sometimes they may interview with just data science knowledge, not even coding interview, and they may just give you the job. And sometimes they just look for your domain knowledge and, oh, you put there, I know Python well, I know machine learning well, they may hire you for them. So there is really no one way in the field, okay? And that's the advantage. Is there something like satisfaction guarantee with the program? There is a good question. We have actually a refund program. So I don't know how many, 2 or 3 weeks you can drop the program. And then if you choose income share agreement, so we'll get the payment when you get the job. So it pretty much tells that it's just job guaranteed program in that sense. But yeah, just on an income share part. Let's say if you have any other questions. Okay, answer that. Okay, I did answer that. Yeah. So if you need further information, if you want to assess your background, want us to assess your background, please just reach out to us and I will share our emails. The question is, do you expect the candidates of some background? Yes, we have a full stack data science program for beginners. It is more instruction based and we have projects there too. If you don't have any background, so our friends share that link about the full stack data science. And that's also that full stack data science pricing is also temporary pricing, but mentorship requires you have some background, not for beginners. Yep. And our email here, info@magnimindacademy.com. You can send also murat@magnimindacademy.com emails if you want to just ask more questions. Again, we have limited space because this is just for limited number of projects. Yes, that's a good question. That's what we are giving access to. We give mentorship students can have access to full stack data science content. So we have a good online platform. So you will have access to all the course material there. Yep. Thank you for asking that. Another question. Oops, sorry. Okay. So yeah, please reach out any of us. Do you have mentorship for financial domain? Yes, we have a very strong financial mentors in our mentor and financial projects. And especially one of our mentors and instructors even have a book on AI in finance. 3 book is published by O'Reilly. And he's one of our strongest mentors. And we have projects for it. So, another question. And we're also welcome to your own projects too. But we have to evaluate that project. Like we are welcoming if you have even startup, we can work with you on that. So, and maybe our team can send you that link for that book. It should be in Amazon, I guess. So, okay. So the payment after that, it just depends on the availability of the job and availability of the company. There is a possibility for it, but we are not guaranteeing that payment after 9 weeks. Yes. But there are hope that you get a full job for that, with this kind of background, you should be able to get a good job in the market. So, any other questions? Okay. Yeah, I think as I wait, more people ask more questions, but there's another mentors will be available even after the program ends until we find a job. There's a good questions. I mean, you may always have a mentors till you find a job. Even after finding a job, we have a good network, alumni network with the mentors included. It gives a big advantage, but it won't be as structured as during the program. So we have very structured mentor times, dedicated. Yeah. Yeah, upfront payment is $6K. So you will have a GitHub project to show well, but there will be actually, depends on the company and project. You may be asked to not to represent everywhere, everything there, but definitely you will have some GitHub presentation there. So, because those things are some company related works, it's just as we'll have some also limitations, but it'd be real things that you can also post in GitHub. Good. Thank you for your time. I hope it is helpful. And we're excited about that because every of our students, we expect them to develop something new. It's just more than training. It's something building together. So yeah, hoping to working with you. Okay. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you.